Remember in the last episode when I said people ain't happy if it's just a bunch of so-called filler and they talk and it's all plot? Yeah, apparently they ain't happy if it's non-stop action either.
You can't win with people.
I was described this episode as being the literal drizzling shits, and it's awesome.
It is awesome.
You got a brood invasion.
You know what this kind of reminded me of? It basically reminded me of The Thing, but set in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, it was basically the Thing and Alien, like in one. I wish this would have actually been. I would have wanted more of this. I wish this would have been a two-parter.
Right?
Because if they could have done a little bit more of the who's what in whatever stuff, then yeah, but it was really good. Again, seeing the old costumes, the old Lady at Deathstrike look is fantastic.
Yep.
This entire thing is just them going down and the very obvious Wolverine wants to get his adamantium back type of deal. It's cool to get stuff that you normally don't see, like Maverick and Kane getting to see it in there. I could not fucking believe when they actually had Kane in this episode. He barely was used. Yeah, just did really good action. The chemistry between everyone was good. The actual little bit of surprise and stuff like that. Like you said, I wish this would have been 2 episodes because you'd drawn that out longer. But yeah,
I feel like that might, like, to be fair, I haven't really read a lot of reviews, and that's because I've been trying to stay as spoiler free as possible. But maybe one of the reasons why people were kind of mixed on this episode is because they had to cram like an entire storyline or like a potential storyline into one episode.
The complaints I saw is that this Wolverine-centric episode was not a Wolverine-centric episode.
Which is just kind of dumb. Like,
it's also just distinguishably false. The entire thing is centered around him.
Yeah, like, do people expect, like, solo episodes to just, like, be one guy on screen, like, by himself for, like, the entire runtime?
No, I feel like that if the episode's about that person, they have to be on the screen at all times. If they're not in a frame, then it's wrong.
Like, that's stupid. That's dumb.
It's so fucking stupid. But, yeah, but yeah, this is just really good. Like getting to see Cornelius, getting to see the entire crew. Again, just I wish you would have more of it. That's like my only complaint, which is like the best complaint you can ever have.
Exactly.
Like if you end an episode going, God, I wish that would have ended sooner. No, like I just don't get people. Like, most people also don't understand that they aren't going to get what I feel is happening, and this is a thing that happens with everything now. Because we talked about it on the podcast with the Avengers, with the Doomsday trailer, that people don't understand that you're not going to get the same endorphin hit when you get a thing for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you weren't going to get the endorphin hit of waiting 20 years to get a continuation of a show that you knew and loved from your childhood a second time when it's just another season of that thing that you really liked. You're not going to get that same endorphin hit. Trying crack for the second time doesn't get you the same hit as trying it for the first time. Take that from a kid that's barely drank alcohol in the levels of trying extracurricular drugs. Like, it's just like every time it has to hit as good as the first time for everyone, and I'll never understand that logic whatsoever. It's like every sequel has to be better than the original, otherwise it's not worth it. That logic is so dumb.
I know. I hate it too.
Like, it just has to be good. Or, like, you like it. Even if it's a little bit worse than the first one, but you still like it, that doesn't mean it's bad.
No, it just means it's like a little bit less than the original.
Yeah. No, if it's downright god awful, drizzling shits, piss in my mouth bad, then yeah. But nobody actually knows what that is because no one can not talk in hyperbolic terms now.
Exactly.
But yeah, I got what I wanted out of this. I just don't. I mean, I wish I would have gotten more of it, obviously, but I don't know.
I'm even trying to imagine like what this would have been like if it was a two-parter. Like I think the perfect place to end would be like the reveal of Wolverine as
Yeah.
Brood.
Yeah, that's what it would have been. And then the whole entire episode next to it could have been them discovering Omega Red, and then having a couple of like they maybe could have ran into Kane again, but he was a Brood, and they like didn't notice it right away. Like another one of the we have to wait and see, blah blah blah, whatever things, and yeah, but it is what it is.
Only other thing that we haven't talked about is Morph. I think him tagging along is fun.
Yeah,
Not only because like his abilities lets him copy like other superheroes, and it is fun. It is fun seeing him as Deadpool.
oh, seeing him as Deadpool and seeing him as Cyclops trying to goad him into the. That means I'm going to give Jean extra smooches tonight. What an idiot. It's one of those things where you just have him in the episode. You're like, okay, who's he going to turn into? That's just what it is. Like we saw we saw the Thing. We saw Spider-Man. We saw Deadpool. There's a couple other ones that I'm blanking on, but yeah, Morph is just a great center for people. Where like, he's just a really good friend of Wolverine, who people like to forget stuff that happened in the previous seasons that aren't involved in 97, like the seasons before where like Wolverine legitimately saved him from Sinister. It's almost like they put it in the preview of the episode in the intro for a reason, so you remember that happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they use those intros as like plot details of what's going to happen in the show.
Yeah, they're very specific about what they show in these previously on segments. It's not just random things from like the previous episode. They highlight specific details that like you need to know.
Yeah. I like also that they are specific enough to change the intro to Wolverine with his bone claws in it. That's so not needed, and that's such an animation difference where you're like, no, we're gonna do the extra money to have the version without his bone claws and then change it back to him with his metal claws. I do also love that shows sometimes can just not decide where them fucking claws come out of him. Like in all of his gloves, sometimes they'll come out of right here. Then sometimes we'll get the gloves where it comes out right there. Then in this episode, them fucking things were coming out of like right here.
It's like, guys, make up your mind.
Yeah. I just love it. They're just like, oh, they'll come out of somewhere. It's fine. But yeah. Again, this season's just been really good. Outside of wanting this to be a two-parter, I have no objections.
Same.
I also love that they're, again, we've said it many times, or at least I know I have, that they're not afraid to literally just machine gun blast different X-Men mutants at the screen each episode. They're not like, nope, we're going to have these 6 characters and maybe throw 3 different ones in there. No, every episode has been like, here's 17 more that weren't in the last episode. It's awesome.
Yeah, this is a show that is made by X-Men fans for X-Men fans.
Yeah, I know we've said it before, but there is few comic book properties that have had the bag fumbled harder than Fox having X-Men. Like, Sony wanted to have their own cinematic universe with Spider-Man villains. You could have had 3 different cinematic universes with the amount of fucking characters you were granted when you got the X-Men license.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. But all right, unless you got anything else, we could get on out of here. Mike, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on various social media sites at Captain K42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterbox.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and Blue Sky at Renegade Pop Culture. You can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Renegade Pop Culture, YouTube at Renegade Pop Culture, or Organite Zero. Find us on Podchaser. Consider supporting our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. You need to escape? So do we.
Absolutely. You can find me ever at Organite Zero, mainly on Twitch and YouTube. If you are into cosplays and convention going and the like, you can check out my Instagram over on Organite Zero. Until next time, we will see you all later. Bye.
Peace.